Hey everybody, welcome to Pilates. I'm super excited. We are going to do a fast and furious backside burner. So today's focus is going to be primarily on our backside. We're going to do a little bit of arm work, but it's going to be mostly for the legs and the booty today. So grab a ball and some light weights and get ready. All right, so I am going to set myself up today near my ballet bar. So you can use a chair or a sofa or even a wall if you are close to the wall. So we're just going to be using it for stability. You don't need it for anything else, but I recommend it for today's class, having something nearby to hold on to so that you can really target the muscle group that we're going to be targeting versus trying to steady yourself with balance. So many of us have had some knee trouble. So being on all fours to do some of the glute work can be uncomfortable, which is why we're going to go ahead and stay standing while we do some of that targeted glute work that we would sometimes do on all fours. So the first thing I want to start with today is just getting into our arms a little bit. So go ahead and grab your weights. I like 3-pound weights. I like that my arms don't get fatigued, but I definitely feel the workout. So my feet are going to come together just like a little pizza slice down there, not a big piece. And I've got my baggier britches on today, so hopefully you'll be able to see some of the leg work without having those tights on, that you might not be able to see some of the work that we're going to do. I want you to start with your weights hooked together and barely hold them. So before we get into the arms, I want you to feel as though you have a zipper here, the tailbone's slightly tucked so it's not flared to the back, it's not scooped under, it's just a slight tuck, and that forces the belly to be engaged. We're going to hook the weights together here, just like this, just like my knuckles are touching. And the first thing we're going to do is lock the elbows into the ribs and then open and then close. Super easy, just getting started. Try not to think about having a tight grip on the weights, but rather just barely holding on enough to where you don't drop them on your toes. But when we're holding a weight really tight, we tend to build up our forearms and not the targeted muscle, which in this case is going to be shoulders and biceps. We're going to do 5 more. Keep zipping up the belly, zipping up the legs. Here's 3 more. And 2. And last one, and we're going to hold it out. Now, I'm going to keep my elbows locked into my ribs, and I'm going to lift halfway, lower. So it's super small movements, and that's the beauty of Pilates. Up and down, as we really get to lengthen and strengthen the muscles without building a whole bunch of bulk. Instead, we get those long, beautiful dancer arms that look toned and strong, but not bulky. We have 5 more. Just small movements. 4, 3, 2, last one, and I'll do 1 more and hold here. Now take the elbows off. So you can see there's space between my waist and my elbows. Now I'm going to come up halfway, release, halfway, release. You can add the breath here and release on your exhale. Inhale, inhale. Keep going. Small movements make magic, I promise. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, lower everything. What happens when we use too heavy of weights is then we start to build tension in our neck, and we don't want that. We don't want to be so sore tomorrow that we can't do the activities that we love, or we don't come back to the practice. So this is something you could do every day or every other day and never really get that muscle pain that makes you need to take a few days off. So feet come back together, and now we're going to bring our arms up like the cactus. Immediately the ribs want to jut forward. So zip up your corset, draw your ribs in. We're going to lower just halfway, press back up to start. So we lower, we press. Inhale, in, beautiful. Zip up your corset, squeeze your legs, and we're going to do 5 more. Here's 5. Here's 4. 3, my palms are towards you. 2, last one, and lower. So now we're going to change the palm position, and you're going to see that it changes the shape of the sensation of the muscle, and it changes the shape of the muscle. So cactus your arms, turn your palms towards your head, pull down halfway, press up, down, press. Now we feel a little bit more in the tricep area, just a little bit. 5 more, palms towards your face. 4, 3, 2, last one, and lower. We're going to change the palm shape again. This time we're going to turn the palm towards our face. So sides of the face, so it's in, and now we're going to rotate fully around. Looks like this. We have cactus, and I'm going to turn my palms so that they're facing the back of the room. Okay? It's a little bit harder to do. We're going to pull down halfway, press up, pull down, press up. Now you should feel triceps. Yes. Pull down, press up. 5, 4, breathe. 3, yes. 2, perfect. Last one, and lower. So small movements, repetitive movements, light weights. That's what makes long arms. So now I want you to take the weights and we're going to go behind. I'm going to turn so you can see. So the weights are going to be straight back, and I'm going to bend my elbows, but they are still flared in, not out like this. Elbows in. Perfect. Stand nice and tall and pop up and down, up and down. So like you're taking your elbows up to the ceiling. We go up and down. Squeeze in. Squeeze in. Sometimes we think about having like a pencil between our shoulder blades. We don't want the pencil to fall. 5, 4, upper back work. 3, 2, last one, and lower. Beautiful. We're going to target the biceps now, specifically the biceps. There's 2 muscles. Bi means 2 bicep muscles. Weights are going to rest in your hand. I like to loop my thumb just over the weight. So I'm not gripping it at all. I'm just looping it over, and my elbows are into my ribs. I'm going to come up halfway and lower. Just halfway and lower. Like you're holding a tray of something nice and you're just lifting the tray a few inches. And it's super concise. Beautiful. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Now, ribs and elbows stay attached. Open your arms, same thing. Halfway, lower. Half, lower. Zip up your corset. Perfect. So you could theoretically do this a few times a day because we're not lifting so heavy that we fatigue the muscle to the point of pain or even stretching the muscle, where sometimes you get those micro tears that causes pain. We're doing lots of reps here, light weights. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and lower. We're going to do one more set, same thing, but the elbows will be off of the ribs, and you'll notice how that makes the abs catch. Perfect. So one of the things when I first started teaching this format is just while I was doing everyday tasks, I might grab a couple big cans of soup, and I would just remind my muscles of the sensation I felt in class, and then I just built upon that. So while you're cooking dinner tonight, we're going to do some leg moves that you can do at your kitchen sink. I want you to be thinking about where throughout my day can I target some of the areas that we're learning. So elbows are going to go off the ribs. Here's my ribs. Here's my elbows. Same thing. We're going to go halfway up, halfway down, halfway, and lower. So you can feel that the abs are starting to do some work. My foot hurts, so I'm not going to be zipping up my legs. You guys stay zipped together like that, squeezing your buns. 5, breathe in. 4, breathe in. 3, breathe in. 2, last one. Now, open, 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 open. See how my elbows are not on my waist? Bend in, open. Beautiful. Bend in and open. Squeeze, not all the way. That's what we're really tightening up that muscle, making sure that we never don't engage it. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and lower. Go ahead and set the weights aside. So we're going to be finished with the arms for the most part. We may come back at the end, but we may not. So getting a ball is super important when you practice at home. You can get a 2-pack of these on Amazon. Just ask me through the link and I will send it to you. And that way you have a squishy ball for where you practice and a squishy ball for where you watch TV and have commercial breaks. Because everything that we do in practice, you could incorporate while you're doing something like sitting around watching television during commercial breaks. You could commit to squeezing the ball and you'll see how it really changes your body over time. So go ahead and have a chair or a couch or a sink, anything handy that you can actually hold on to. We're going to start with the right leg. Put the ball behind your right leg and the knees are going to be together. So I'm going to face you. If you would like, you can also face your chair. But I'm going to face you, I believe. I may turn. So squeeze the ball in there, and then we're going to open the leg and close the leg. So just like that fire hydrant, we've done this on all fours many, many, many times, targeting the glutes. But here we have a standing leg that's going to feel as much as the working leg. And you hold on so that you're not worried about balance. See, you can see when I take my hand off, I can do it, but my body's sending too many messages of imbalance and I'm losing the engagement in my glute. I want to feel my backside today. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and then release. You might need to take a break between sides. It's okay. We're going to stay on the right leg though. So the ball's going to go back into the leg. For this one, I'm going to turn so that you can see what we're going to do. My knees are together and I'm going to push and pull, push and pull. So I have to keep a squeeze on that ball. Otherwise it's going to fall out and roll away. So I'm squeezing the hamstring. I'm pushing my glute. I'm tightening. 5, squeeze it. 4, 3, 2, last one. Now keep the ball back there. See how my knees are not together? Squeeze the ball. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. So you may feel the standing leg actually more than the working leg. Pretty fabulous, huh? We're going to do the whole series with the left leg. So the ball goes behind the left leg. And we're going to start knees together. Pelvis is slightly tucked. We open and we close. We open and we close. Really targeting glutes today and legs. Here's 5, 4, 3, nice and stable. 2, that's the benefit of holding on. Last one, knees together. Push back, pull in, back and in. 10, beautiful. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, lift it back there, knees not together, squeeze the ball. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and grab the ball and release. Feel it? It's amazing. So we're going to set the ball aside. And this is some of the kitchen sink work, I call it. This is something you can do at the kitchen sink while you're preparing dinner. And it really does start to become something that the more you practice with holding on, you actually can start to do it without holding on. So we're going to take the right knee and lift it up and bring it all the way to the back. So you can see that it's open. Try that again. Front, back. Again, front, back. Squeeze your bun on the back side. Point your pretty toe. Squeeze right there. Front, back, front, back. 5 more. Perfect. 4. Starting to feel some hip action. some low abs and some glutes. One more and hold it to the back. It is high, high, high. Okay, so I'm nice and open. I'm gonna lift and lower, lift, lift. Think ballet, lift. There it is, lift. Perfect. 10, 9. It's not momentum, it's muscle. 8, 7. Lift your heart. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Final one and close. We're not done with this side. So I'm going to face you again, but we're still going to be working the right leg while the standing leg's getting plenty. So spread your feet nice and flat on the left leg. We're going to bring it around in front. Same shape, it's open. I'm going to lower, pull, lower, pull. So it's as if I'm just tugging a rope. Let it go, pull it up. Let it go, pull it up. Beautiful. 5, 4, 3, 2, final one, hold at the top, hold at the top, tiny little lifts, 5, 4, 3, 2, final one, and release. Give a little wiggle to your hips. Let's do the whole series on the other side. So we open and we bring it around in front. We open and we come in front. Try to keep your torso from leaning forward. This is all hips. I can see in my reflection, this is the hip I've had so many surgeries on. It doesn't like this motion. So my body's wanting to lean forward. So I'm really going to target the hip doing the work and stabilize through my core. Front, back. 5. Beautiful. 4, 3, 2, no swinging, Stacie. I caught myself. Hold it at the back. Lower, lift. Push your heart to me. Lift. Beautiful. Point your toe. Lift. Now, if another body part wants to take over, squeeze your bun. At the top, squeeze right there. Purposely squeeze. There we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, final one. Lower it, give a little wiggle. We get a little booty wiggle. And then we're going to come around to the front with that open hip and do the other side. So here we go. Remember, you have a string. We lift, we lower. It's a zip up, a release. Lift, lift. So nice. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold at the top, pulse tiny for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Remember, reps, reps, reps. This is where the magic happens. So when you're cooking dinner and your hands are in the sink, take a few moments. Do 20 reps on each leg. Your body will thank you. Go ahead and turn towards your sink, your chair, your couch, and watch what's going to happen. If you want to stay facing me, you can, however it's set up in your space. But the right leg is going to sweep back long, 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 long. I'm holding onto my chair, my ballet bar. I'm going to lift and lower. It's not much, friends. I want you to feel the tightness in your glute. 10, 9, long leg. 8, 7, 6, point your pretty. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Other leg. Stand on your right leg, squeeze your bun so you're not dumping into the hip. Left leg goes long, toes pointed, up and down, up and down. Yes, it's only about 5 inches. Notice my spine is still and straight. 8, 7, squeeze at the top. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and lower. So when we have a strong backside, strong buns, we actually have a stronger back and a stronger belly. So it's not always just about the shape of our body, but the strength of our body. We're gonna come back to facing me or not, you pick, but we're gonna start with the right leg again. We're gonna sweep it up, toes are towards me. Lower it. Sweep and lower. Sweep and lower. So it's just like I'm skimming the bottom of my foot across the mat and lifting. Skim it. So I'm targeting the outer glute here. 5, 4, 3, 2, final one. Do one more. Hold at the top. Now point your pretty toe. Lift tiny for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Feel that? So I'm gonna have to scooch away and rely on my balance to do the other side. So I could also have a chair here to do that. So I'm gonna start standing on my right leg, holding onto my chair. I'm gonna sweep my left, lower it. Toes are forward, foot is flexed. 8, 7, 6, 5, keep going. 4, I'm grabbing a chair. 3, 2, much better. Last one, do one more. Hold at the top, point, tiny little lifts. 10, 9, 8, sit, stand really tall, straighten your spine. There it is. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Perfect. I just happen to have my teaching chair right next to me. So now we're going to come into the curtsy moves. And so the curtsy moves are really going to target the legs, but we're going to work into the cheek a little bit. My left toes are facing the top corner of my screen. My right foot is behind me. I have 2 separate lanes of traffic here. My feet are almost in alignment, but my knees are going to open. My arm's going to go out, but I'm going to hold on to the ballet bar or the chair here. So I'm going to slide down. Now I'm going to turn so that you can see. I'm not leaning forward. In fact, I'm almost leaning back, which is where we want to protect the knees. So we're going to lower, come up just a little bit. Lower, just a little. Lower, little. 10, little. 9, little. Tiny little moves here. Tiny little moves. Smaller is better. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, final one. Stay low. Take your pelvis, scoop it under and back, under and back. 8, back. 7, do you feel your legs? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, rise up. Let's switch sides. Right toes into the corner, left toes into that corner. I'm on the same plane with my feet, but my knees are going to open to the side. Come up just a little bit and drop. Little and drop. So you can see by stabilizing and taking balance out of the game, we actually target the muscles better. And that's what we want today. Perfect. 5, halfway. 4, yep. 3, 2, last one, stay low. Pelvic tuck, 10, 9, I'm scooping my pelvis under and back, under and back. 7, left leg should be feeling this. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, rise up. So now we're gonna come into some plies. We don't necessarily need a support for this. The feet are gonna remain flat, okay? So there's no balance work here, it's all targeted. For the first set, toes are going to go out in a classic ballet or Pilates plie. If you would like to work the arms, take them out to the side. I'm gonna stay with my arms down today, always an option. So I'm gonna do a downward squat, lean back, press up. We're gonna do 5 full plies, and then we're gonna change it. 4, up, 3, up, 2, up. Last one, slide down and stay. So now we're gonna come up a little bit and drop back down. Little, drop. It's almost like a half plie. So we come up just a little and then drop low. Little, low, little, lower. 5, 4, feeling it. 3, perfect. 2, last one, stay low. Tiny little pulses, barely move. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, rest here. A little up, a little down, a little up, a little down. We're going all the way back to the start. So we started with a full plie. We came into these half plies. Then we did tiny little pulses. We're going back to full plies. We have 5 more halves. 4, perfect. 3, yep. 2, last one, do a full plie. Up and down. 5, lower. 4, lower. 3, lower. 2, lower. Last one, and rise. Turn your toes forward. My feet are just wider than my hips. So I'm not here, but I'm not super wide. In this series, we're gonna do the same motions, but this time we are gonna hinge forward. So this is sort of the classic squat that you see in a gym setting where people put the barbell on and they make lots of noise when they squat down. We don't need to make noise. We're beautiful ballerinas. Feet are forward, hips slightly at a diagonal, the legs from the hips. I'm gonna bring my arms in front and I'm gonna bend and lean. Okay, so we're just gonna do 10 normal squats. We squat, we lift, squat and lift. 8, lift, 7, lift, 6, lift, 5, all the way up, 4, all the way down, 3, yep, 2, perfect. 1 more. Now come down and stay. Come a little bit up, way down. Little, down, little, down. 8, down. 7, down. 6, down. 5, down. 4, all the way down. 3, yep. 2, perfect. Last one, stay low and pulse tiny for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Do you feel it? 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. Let's reverse it. Little bit up, little bit down. Up, down, 8, down, 7, down, 6, down, belly in. Right there, right there. Perfect. 5, down, 4, down, 3, perfect. 2, ready for full squats? We got 10, down, up, 8, go lower, 7, 6, 5, squeeze the buns, 4, 3, 2, final one, and rise up. Go ahead and have a seat on the floor. Remember, all of my music is on Spotify, so you can subscribe to my music. It's just listed under my first and last name, Stacie Wyatt, and you can go into my Spotify and you'll see things like Barre Fusion, Ballet Fusion, Barre May, June, July, January, all different months of the year, some holiday stuff that's coming up, and just a whole different bunch of playlists for the music that I typically play in a class. So I'm gonna sit on my right cheek, and then I'm gonna come down to my right forearm, okay? And my shoulder wants to fall because I'm getting tired. The day is almost over. Been teaching a lot today, but I'm gonna open my heart to you. My left leg lifts, toes are to the back. I'm gonna poke the wall, pull it back in. Poke, pull. I'm not straightening my leg. It's all coming from my hip flexor and my glute. Squeeze the bun, release. 10, 9, make it small. It's not all the way through. It's not a swing. It stops. Beautiful. 7, 6, 5, watch your shoulder. 4, 3, 2, last one, toes to the back. Leg is still up. There's space there. Poke tiny holes in that wall back there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and close. Now bring the knees stacked. Elbow is still here. Shoulder, elbow, one solid line. We're going to do some clams while we're here. Feet stay hooked together. Knee barely opens. The problem I see with clams is people do this. See the difference? That's not a clam. It's tight, just enough to let the little clam out. There we go, right? It's just tiny little thing. 10, 9, 8. Do you feel your backside? You should be feeling right there, right in the juicy part. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Now straighten your top leg, your left one. Point your pretty toe. I gotta scoot down. Point your pretty toe. We're gonna lift and lower. Lift and lower. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Let's do it on the other side. Swing your legs over. Perfect. Rest your left arm down. Stack your shoulders. We're going to start by the right leg lifting. Pull your top shoulder back, toes to the back. We push, we pull back to start. It's not all the way through, and it's no momentum. All glute work here, and abs for sure. 8, in, 7, in, 6, pull it in, 5, in, 4, yep, 3, 2, leave it back there. Poke tiny holes back there. You have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and lower. All right, so you can feel you're working your side body by propping on the elbow. All right, inner feet are gonna hook together. We're gonna barely open that clamshell. Remember, it's not a full open. That really does nothing for us. It's tiny. 10, right there. 9, squeeze, squeeze. Put your mind into your muscle. Don't just let the larger muscles like your hip flexor do the work here. Make your glute do the work. 5, 4, squeeze hard. 3, 2, final one, and lower. Top leg, point your pretty toe, up and down. Squeeze your bun, squeeze your bun, squeeze it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. We couldn't do a glute series without a bridge. Grab your ball and come on down. The ball is going to go in between your calves today. So way down there, not at the ankle bone, but in between your calves. Little different sensation here. Arms go down by your side. Feel free to look for a moment and see where we're going, but don't do it and turn your head. So go ahead and take a peek. I'm gonna lift up my hips like that and keep the ball down there. So eyes to the ceiling, arms down by your side. You might even be able to feel the heels with your fingers. That's a great kind of guide for your placement. Put some tension on the ball, and you're gonna lift up towards the sky. Now, once you get hips towards the sky, squeeze the ball. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and lower. Remember at the beginning of class, we had that pizza slice with our feet. We're gonna turn our toes outward. Okay, so we still have the ball down there. Lift up, toes are out like little duck feet. Squeeze the ball. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Now turn your toes inward. Okay, like a little triangle. I think they called it pigeon-toed. Here we go, up the hips, squeeze the ball, it's hard, knees come together. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Bring the knees in, grab the ball, put the ball between your thighs. Feet are parallel, that means they're straight. Hips go up, squeeze the ball. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and lower. Toes go out, hips go up, squeeze. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and lower. Toes go in, hips go up, squeeze. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and lower. Bring your feet back to parallel. You can see just adjusting the feet, we target different glute muscles in the body. Sink your belly. Make sure the ball's way up high. Let's finish. Hips go high. Hips come halfway down. Squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, back to top. Squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower halfway. Squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, back to top. Squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back halfway. 5, 4, 3, 2. Back to top. Squeeze. 5. We have one more set after this. 3, 2. Halfway down. Squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2. Back to top. Squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold the squeeze. Pulse the hips. Up, up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Do it again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Do it again. Squeeze the ball. Lift the hips. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. One more set after this. Here's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. We're doing 5 sets of 10. That's 50 pulses. Here we go. Last set. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and lower. Lose the ball. Squeeze in. Stretch out those glutes. Maybe rock to one side. I find that gives a nice stretch. Take your legs and make that figure 4. Right leg goes over. I weave my hand through the window. I pull in as tight as I can. I like to drop towards the leg that I'm holding. So I'm turning towards my left leg because my right's on top and I can really feel the glute stretch. Come back to a flat spine. Switch legs. Hands go to the right hamstring. Squeeze in as tight as you can. Then tip over to the right. Oh, I'm really tight today. So make sure that you stretch a lot of backside work. Drink lots of water. Bring the soles of your feet together on the mat. Let your knees open. Get a stretch for your inner thighs. Let the glutes relax. Close your knees. Rock on up. Okay. Bring the soles of your feet to touch here and just hinge forward. That gets into the back. So play with your own movements throughout the time between practicing with the videos and just kind of come back into that elevated heart and the length in your legs and the small, tiny movements. That's what really changes the shape of your body and makes you stronger and more balanced. Go ahead and lean forward. And then wind back up. Let's get a side body stretch. Right hand goes down, left hand goes up and over. You should feel a stretch here. So each week is different. You can see sometimes we spend a lot of time standing. Sometimes we spend a lot of times on the mat. Sometimes it's a good combo of both. We didn't do a ton of targeted abs today. We were really looking more at the glutes and the legs, and we started out with the arms. That doesn't mean that your abs did not get a great workout. Anytime we're using the glute to lift a leg like behind us, the abs have to be part of that process of pulling it back in. So don't feel like you did not do your abs today. You absolutely did. And as always, it's wonderful to see you, wonderful to have you in my space. Thanks for practicing, and I'll see you soon.